On my high school team, we had 5 guys make the NBA.
We had the county rocking.
It's the mecca of basketball.
There are those who come before us, upon whose shoulders we stand.
It's nothing that you can do to stop a competitive edge.
It's just in the water.
Welcome back to a special quarantine edition.
We got a real special guest.
What's up with you, Brody? With the virtual handshake.
I'm gonna tell y'all something that I never told nobody.
I want all the smoke.
Welcome back to a special quarantine edition of All the Smoke. I'm out here in LA, big smoking. Jack, what you on, my guy?
Break dancing, getting ready for working on my TikTok moves.
Shit, our next guest knows all about that TikTok game, man. Him and his little brother be on there all the time. But, man, this is fun, man. I'm excited, man. This is, to me, the best young players in the game. Excited to watch him. I love his enthusiasm. He plays with motherfuckers. He makes fools out of people, and people be getting mad.
The nutmegger.
I probably would have got mad, too. Not even going to lie. But anyway, man, one of the best young talents in the game, Trae Young. Welcome.
Trae Young.
Yes, sir. What's up, y'all?
Welcome to the show, little bro.
I appreciate y'all having me. It's been too long.
Man, I appreciate you taking some time with us. So how's everything? So I asked you off, so you're back at home in Oklahoma right now with the fam?
Yeah. So I'm back home. Came back here as soon as they let us. To be honest, the only reason why is because obviously we're at home, but my house here is the only one that has a basketball goal out front. So I wanted to be back
here. Okay, so you can work a little bit.
Yeah, get some stuff in.
Well, speaking of the basketball goal, you played in the NBA's horse competition.
Yeah, it didn't work out well for me. I don't understand how they did the seeding and how they matched me up with a Hall of Famer with Chauncey. He could still play, still shoot. He's still being pickup runs. And
big shot for life. That jumper don't go nowhere for big shot.
I didn't like it, man. I didn't like it. I think horse has to be played in person. You know what I mean? I think that's how you get that. You know what I mean? You really, and I kind of felt like, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm a real with Trae. I kind of feel like you took it easy on Big Shot.
I ain't going to lie. I think I didn't take it as serious as I probably should have.
I know you.
I got a lot of love for Chauncey. He's helped me a lot throughout the years, but maybe that's a little bit. Maybe that's a lot of little reason why he won.
Talk to us a little bit about you are very involved. What I love about you is you're very engaging. You know what I mean? And I think we've seen more NBA players in particular be more engaging, obviously, over this quarantine. But obviously, you got a little brother, and you guys are TikToking all over the place, and you're very heavy into the social media game. Talk to us a little bit about that and how you enjoy that.
No. So, I mean, me and my brother have definitely been making a lot of TikToks. Like I told you off air, I don't be dancing like that. So this is the time that I'm just trying to experience new things, be around my family, be around my close people as much as I can, learn new things, learn how to cook, different things like that.
How's that going? How's cooking going?
I've tried like 1 or 2 things, and they haven't went well. So I still got some more time to practice, though. I got some more time.
Thank God you rich. You gonna have people cooking that shit for you.
You got mom and dad. He good. He got mom and dad. He good.
Yep.
Why do you feel it's important to engage with the fans?
I think it's very important. I think obviously we're trying to continue to grow the game, and for me, I feel like, the more I continue to get better and produce and make plays, the more people following me, the more people that are looking up to me. I think it's for me to use my platform in the right way to stay involved with the fans and make sure they're still loving the game of basketball the way I do. So I think it's just like a responsibility for me, to be honest with you, just to make sure everybody's still engaged.
That's what's up.
Even when basketball's back, players and fans going to have to be, kind of separated. What's your thoughts on that?
That's gonna be different. It's gonna be obviously something that a lot of the players have never experienced before. A lot of the fans have never experienced before, so it's gonna be different. But I know, we have, one of, if not the best commissioners in the world. and he's going to make sure that we're all doing it the right way, make sure everybody's safe. Obviously, we all want to have fans in the buildings, but if it's not the safest thing to do, I think it's the right thing. And Adam Silver's going to do the best thing for us.
Have you heard anything, being a player, about possible return? We're hearing a possible 25-day training camp. We're hearing some stuff happening in Vegas. As a player, how closely do you follow that? And do you have any kind of update on what's going on?
Yeah, I'm following it closely. Obviously, I'm kind of just in the same boat as everybody else. I'm trying to wait and see, just like everybody else is. Obviously, I want to return back as soon as possible. I know I hear all the rumors and different things and that involve us coming back early, but with the 25-day thing. But I'm still just in the I don't know stage, like a lot of people are right now.
Yeah. Do you feel the NBA handled it the right way?
I think so. This is a crazy time. I don't necessarily know how to put it into words. Like I think
none of us have ever been through something like this, so it's hard to put it in words. We've never been through nothing like this.
Yeah. So like you said, it's a different time. So I think the NBA handled it. As best as they could, or best as they thought they could. I don't think there's a right or wrong answer to the way where everything happened. This is the first time this has happened. So for it to happen, I think we handled it the right way.
And I think, too, I think we discussed it with other guys. I think people started taking it serious after the NBA did cancel the season, because knowing how much money that was going to cost them and the sacrifices this league would make to cancel it, I think, I know personally, when they said, shit, the NBA season is canceled, that's when I was just like, okay, well, this is really real. And you saw kind of a domino effect of kind of almost the world shutting down post the NBA. I'm not saying it all happened because of the NBA, but it definitely started knocking the dominoes down once they announced the season was going to be postponed.
Yeah, no, it's the NBA is one of the biggest platforms, and once we ended our season, it felt like it was just a trickle-down effect to everything else, like you said. And, I think we handled it the right way, and I think we all want sports back, but we need to make sure it comes back the right way.
Absolutely.
Everybody's safe.
Yeah.
Let's jump to your college career. You were one and done at Oklahoma, moved a lot of heads, turned a lot of eyes, dubbed as the possible next Steph Curry, but you're looking at yourself as obviously Trae Young. Talk to us about your one and done experience, because even today, which we'll get to, that landscape of college basketball is starting to change. But how fun, or what was your college experience like for you?
I had a great college experience. It was fun. I got to stay home. It came down to the two blue bloods, Kentucky, Kansas, and Oklahoma. I decided to stay home, play in front of my friends, my family, to be able to have them come to all my games. It was great. And it was fun. Kind of hectic. It was a hectic year. It was Baker Mayfield's last year in college, so he was obviously the man on campus that first half, and then that second half, it was basketball season, and it was kind of...
It was Trae's time.
It was two different worlds. It was fun. It was a great experience, and I was blessed to be able to stay home and play in Norman, Oklahoma.
Yeah, see, we have two different kind of outlooks on this, because I was talking to some people earlier today, because obviously Draylon Green announced that he's going to forego college and go right to the G League. So they said he's going to make up towards a $500K plus, get a scholarship for $125,000 to go to college that he wants to go further his education, and then also outside NBA, what I think is NBA training outside of the G League. So it's almost like college. Jack and I were talking this before. They should have been on this shit earlier. They should have been playing players for what they're worth, because now with this move that this young boy made, this could possibly forever change the landscape of how kids look at college. Kids are going to, they finally found a way to jump. You're trying to tell me I can get paid $500,000, possibly get a shoe deal. They're going to pay for my school at a later time, and they're going to pay for my training. What kid is not going to take that? And I think that's the NCAA's fault, because they've been bullshitting and dragging their feet for so long.
No, to be honest, Matt, I agree with, everything you said. I think it's all about the change. And it sucks for me, because I know how much college basketball did for me, and how much of that stage and playing on ESPN every day, putting on a show every game, how much that did for me and my draft status and going top 5. And I know how much it helped me, but I also see why a kid like I mean, Jalen, and many more kids. I mean, LaMelo Ball, like, how many more kids are about to start doing this, going straight to the, G League or taking the overseas route rather than going to NCAA and sitting out a year. I mean, basically missing out on money, especially with that likeness. And they're going to be bringing that school so much money and not getting anything back from it. I see how this is going to change.
Yeah. See, that's interesting because we were, like I said, I was talking about this earlier. I have a UCLA group chat with guys that I went to college with, nearly, 15, 20 years ago. And we were talking about how fun college was. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like that was kind of like our chance to kind of be adults, but not necessarily have adult responsibilities. And outside of having kids, it was, some of the funnest times of my life. So kids won't get to experience that from a standpoint. But today, the game is more about the business. It's the business of basketball. Back then, it was just pure college. Although guys were getting paid, we were still doing our thing. But it was the pureness of it. Now it's about question. If you had this opportunity now, if you were coming, the top high school player, would you have still gone to Oklahoma for a year, or would you have taken possibly another money route?
It was a different situation for me. I was in that kind of middle tier pack. I was a McDonald's All-American, but they had me 4th, 5th at my position, had me going into school 3, maybe 4 years. And for me, it's just the people that it's hard to really base what I would have done. I think I needed college just to really show people. I needed to show people that with that platform that the college basketball brings. I think for me, that's what helped me become a top 5 pick. And so for me, in my situation, it was totally different. So, but I can see why a guy like Michael Porter would have sat out, a year and went straight to the G League and got more help on his back or whatever, just to sit out. I don't know. It's just, for me, it was just a different situation.
Yeah, well, I definitely think, like I said, you took the world by storm and raised to a lottery pick, you know what I mean? So I completely get, your decision and your choice, and obviously you made the right one. Let's move to, go ahead, Jack. Let's move a little bit forward, though, closer to the draft.
Draft night. What was that moment like?
Yeah, draft night was crazy. It was exciting. Obviously, it was a dream come true. I always envisioned myself and dreamed of walking across that stage and getting that jersey from the commissioner. It was a great night. Was blessed enough to have my family all there. I had a lot of family in the stands too, so it was a great night, and it was fun.
You were swapped for Luka. You know what I'm saying? And arguably the best 2 draft picks in that draft. What was your thoughts? Even looking at it now, and see how both of y'all have developed in the league and both became stars. Like, go back to that night, then come back to present day. And was your thoughts the same, or do you look at that situation different now?
Yeah, so on draft night, you don't really focus on, the trade as much. Just because you're so excited. I was the 5th pick. I was excited. I knew I got traded before I got drafted. So when the 4th pick happened, my agent tapped me on the shoulder and told me I was about to get selected to go to Atlanta. And so I got.
Did you have any idea about that? Did you have any idea where you were going?
No. I had no idea I was going to Atlanta, to be honest with you, throughout the whole day. I guess my agent knew, my dad knew, but they didn't want to tell me. They wanted me just to experience the whole draft night and keep it between them. So they kind of knew I was going to Atlanta all day. But whenever it happened. And then weeks go by. I'm starting to hear about this trade even more and more. And then obviously our rookie years happen, and that's all I hear about. And that's all we talk about. So it's gotten asked about it a lot.
Do you guys have a close friendship? You and Luka?
Yeah. So we talk every now and then. We talk frequently, for sure.
How do you describe his game?
Very smooth. He could score from all 3 levels, can pass it. Just super smart. He's just a super smart player, and it's I think him playing overseas, playing against grown men. His whole life. I think that really prepared him to come over and make an immediate impact in the NBA. At such a young age too. So it's good to see. He's a super smart player.
You started getting compared to Steph Curry once you kind of made the scene, and that's a tough person to be compared to. But to me, you've handled it well. You've done your thing. You've obviously created your own lane for yourself. Like I said earlier, like people compared you to Steph, but you're Trae. You don't need to be compared to no one else. You do your own thing. You recently went on Shaq's podcast. You feel like in the next year you can take over that number one slot from Steph. Talk to us about that.
Yeah. Everybody's talking to me about that. So Shaq,
you're supposed to say that.
Y'all know Shaq. Well, I mean, y'all know Shaq. I answered it. I gave a lot of respect to Steph, which I have a lot of respect for Steph. He's done, so much. MVPs. I think if it wasn't for Steph, there wouldn't be maybe a Trae Young. Steph is the first to do what he's doing. And
right.
So
the babyface killer.
I got a lot of love for Steph and everything he's done. But for me, I'm very confident. Shaq was trying to get that out of me. He knows how confident I am in myself and my work and what I put in. So that's what it is.
I love that. Who are some other players that you studied growing up? Obviously Steph is someone that who a lot of kids look up to, but are there any other guys you looked up to or tried to pattern your game after as you were working and developing your own skills?
Yeah. Obviously Steph is one, but Steve Nash was the main guy. Steve Nash is one of my favorite players. He's someone who I watched a lot of film off of. Chris Paul. A lot of guys. Chauncey Billups. That's why it was fun playing against him in the horse, because he was one of my role models, my idols growing up too. So it was those few guys are my main guys that I watched growing up.
That's what's up.
Dope. That's dope. So look, your second year, you averaged 29 and 9.
God damn.
29 and 9 is second year, right? That's crazy.
Yeah.
What's your most memorable moment of your second year?
Most memorable moment has to be All-Star weekend. Being in the All-Star game, starting.
I saw it on your face, bro. We was down there. I saw it all on your face.
Yeah, I was excited. I had the jitters, man. I ain't gonna lie. I don't get nervous. Like, I always get anxious for games. Like, I'm just ready to play. Like, I'm just ready for it to go. But I ain't gonna lie. All-Star night was the first night in a long time that I was like, all right, man. Like, I'm kind of nervous, man. Like, this is. I'm starting to, like, I think it's a difference in being just an all-star and a starter too. It's like it's a different feeling. So for me, I was just ready to go out there and put on a show and have fun. And for me to be my second year, it's a blessing. The people that I've been around, for sure.
No, congrats, man. Like you said, to get voted in to be a starter is a whole nother level, especially in your second year with, however, there's so many talented guards now. There's so many talented guards. So for you to be on the scene as your second year as a starter, man, that's definitely hats off to all the hard work you put in, man, and what you've been able to accomplish.
Oh, I appreciate that.
So you got caught slipping with a little bit of shit talking with Jimmy Butler, saying that the game was over a little bit too early, and they came back and snagged you guys in that game. Talk to us a little bit about that, because I personally I've talked about it before, I love your confidence. To me, it's not cockiness, it's confidence, because you know how hard you've worked and the work you've put in. But talk to me about that particular exchange, because Jimmy is a dog too.
Yeah, and I love it. That's what I love about Jimmy. He's a dog. And, I remember that game like it was yesterday. We scored. I made a pass to my big man. He dunked it. They called a timeout. It was like we were by 6 with like 50 seconds left. And the game should have been over. I said it was over. Then they come down, hit 2 threes, and y'all know what happened. And he tweeted after the game, and I get on the bus, and everybody's talking to me about what he said and all this, and what he said in the media. And for me, I was thinking about what I should respond. Like, after I saw his tweet and I saw his Instagram post, I was wondering what I should respond. And I always ask my team, like my team Young, like just what I should say, like before I actually post it. And they were like, just wait till you play him again. Just let that do the talking. And so I didn't say anything after that game. And
February 20th came along, and somebody got the payback. Talk to us. That's your first 50 ball. Yeah, and it's big. Like you said, you let your work do the talk for you. How did that feel?
It felt great. That was the first game after All-Star. First came out to All-Star, coming back, I had this date circled, and I was ready to play this game. And I just wanted to come out and, win. I wanted to come out and put on a show and try to win. And that was what I did. And it was a great night. And that's when I was able to say something back. So it was fun. I love it. I love it being competition.
Right. But what I loved most about it was a reporter asked you, because you ended up giving Quavo, shout out Quavo, you ended up giving Quavo your jersey after the game, and someone asked, like, why didn't you keep that? What was your reply?
Oh, I'm going to get another 50-point again.
And he
said, like, them shits is coming. Yeah, that's not the only one.
No, it was Quavo night in Atlanta. It was the arena. It was all decked out in Quavo stuff, and so that's my boy. I just wanted to give it to him on his night. Put a 50 point up, so just wanted to give him that.
Definitely. Shout out Quavo, man.
Is it true that you keep negative tweets and comments like that in your phone you use it for motivation?
No, I used to when I was in high school and college, and especially in college. Like that's me being an 18, 19-year-old, taking everything that everybody says and just screenshotting and keeping it to myself and using it as motivation. So I used to do that a lot. I don't do it anymore, obviously, in the NBA, but I used to do that all the time when I was in college or coming into the league.
Keep that chip on your shoulder. You're obviously the nutmeg king. You've caught people slipping with that. You hit one of my young homies, one of my little brothers, Trevor Ariza, with it, and he gave you a little forearm shiver. And then I know after the game you guys talk, but talk to me about that moment, because I liked both sides. I like the fact that you're like, fuck it, I don't care. You won a championship, you're a veteran defender here. I'm still gonna play with you. But then I like Trev, when Trev did you, like, now fuck this little nigga. You're not just gonna throw this shit between my legs and have everyone laughing on me out of ESPN. So I loved both sides of it. Talk to us about that situation and then how what you and Trev talked about after.
But this the only side we missed, Matt. The only side we missed was the role me and you would have played. Was after Trev did that to you, where was the teammate to come and take Trev out for you?
Oh, yeah.
Like, where was that guy? That's the guy we missed.
Yeah. It's a different game now, Jack. Jack, it's a different game.
Yeah,
don't get all work this year. Different game now.
Different game.
Nah, it was that moment was fun. I mean, people look at me and I mean they may think it's all fun and games and soft, but when I'm on the court, I'm a dog. Like I'm physical, I'm tough. So like whenever he did that, I would do the same thing. Like I ain't gonna lie. Like I tell people all the time, if someone threw it between my legs in the middle of a game or in transition, like I ain't about to let that happen. I may do the same thing Trevor did.
Straight up.
So like people gonna look at that and say whatever, but I love it. Like that's what I was telling the crowd. I told the crowd to get into it. Like, I love it. Like, and then that next play, I felt like, to be honest, I felt like we were at the park. Because that next possession, I got the ball, got a screen, got a switch back on Trevor, and just went at it. And I think I hit a floater, and I got a tech.
Yeah.
So, it felt like the park. Like, that's just what I love
out there hooping.
So. It was a fun moment.
That's dope. You've been one player that I really think is amazing is you've got photos since you were little coming up with all the people you're playing against now.
Yeah.
Talk to me, one, about that, but then also, having that opportunity with Kobe.
Yeah. No, it's I've been blessed. My dad played basketball for a long time, played against a lot of best players. He played in college at Texas Tech and then a little bit overseas, and so he knows a lot of people. So growing up, obviously I'm 20, 30 minutes down from OKC, so I was going to Thunder games, and even when Chris Paul was here with the Oklahoma City Hornets, I was going to games. That's where I get a lot of my pictures with Chauncey. That's where I met Chauncey, met Chris Paul, and then my dad and David Vanderpool are really close. So that's how I was able to meet Dame, and when David was in OKC, that's how I got to meet and interact with KD and Russ and all these guys that ever came through. So, just the connections my dad had with people in the league really helped me, be able to meet these players that I grew up, idolizing.
Mm-hmm. Now, you tweeted one time that Kobe is your MJ. Obviously, you were Gigi's favorite player. She came and watched you. You put on a show for her. Dropped 45 one game when she was there. Talk to us just a little bit. Obviously, we all lost a brother, but tell me what that connection, with that brief connection you had with them, and what that connection was like and how much that meant to you.
Yeah, so it's obviously it's a sad situation. Kobe, I recently got to meet Kobe and talk to him even more this past year. His daughter obviously loves watching me play, and so Kobe got connected with my trainer, Alex Bizzell, and so that's how Gigi was working with my trainer, and she found out. And so that's how I got connected with Kobe, is through my trainer, Alex. And so me and Kobe got to talk pretty frequently, and he just gave me a lot of advice. So the 2 out of the 3 games he went to this season were once when I played in LA and then other in Brooklyn. So it was it's crazy time. It was even more heartbreaking for me knowing that I was Gigi's favorite player to watch. So it's sad for me, a sad story, and I was just blessed I was able to meet him and have that type of relationship with him. So
you did something to, honor him. You know what I mean? When he passed, and in the game, you wore 8 for a sec, and you dropped 45 and 14. Talk to us about that, because if I'm not mistaken, you hit a deep shot too, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. I hit one almost
three-quarter court.
Yeah, three-quarter court. And it felt like everything went in that game. And it's crazy. I think if I remember right, I was the first person to have 45 and I think 14.
Since him.
And shoot a certain percentage against the Wizards since Kobe. So like that day, it just felt like, he was with me that day. It was just a crazy time.
Mm-hmm.
We gonna pivot from Kobe and go to Vince Carter, bro. Vince Carter final season. Any advice he's giving you?
Vince has given me a lot of advice with the past 2 seasons. This one, mainly, he was just talking about just how to handle, stardom. He's been in that limelight, been a franchise player. So for me to have a guy like Vince who's been in my position, it's been very helpful. It's going to help me moving on. Hopefully we haven't seen his last game, but if we have, he's had a hell of a year, a hell of a career, and it was fun playing with him. He's been a legend, and he helped me a lot, especially in this role that I'm in.
Well, it's crazy to think he was in the league before you were born, or no, right? How old are you?
Yeah, I'm 21.
Yeah, so he was been in the league before you were born, and to think that his longevity, to be able to get a chance to, obviously, you get a chance to play with him, but him to get a chance to play with you when he's a full, he's twice your age. I just think, to me, I got a chance to play with Vince, and to me, one of the most talented individuals I've ever seen. Shoots regular jump shots from half court, right, left-handed. Yeah. We all know what he could do in the dunking game, but for his longevity to be able to last as long as he did, and you get a chance to play with them, I think, it seems like you have great respect. You got D-Wade's jersey on his retirement run. How do you look back as, with some of the guys you grew up with and as they retire, and then looking forward to your own future?
Yeah, it's a blessing. Matt, I look at it as a blessing. It's I play this game for respect. I play this game to get the respect, from others. I play super hard. I try to put on a show every time I go out on the court. And so for me to, get D-Wade's jersey, his last time in Atlanta, for me to be able to give Vince Carter his last bucket in the NBA, possibly, it's a blessing. Like that's how I look at it, and I don't take those moments for granted. And I'm always gonna remember these moments that I have with these people that I looked up to, and I'm just gonna cherish these moments.
Dope.
What's your top 5 point guards of all time?
Top 5 point guards of all time? You gonna put me on the spot? I'm gonna go Steve Nash.
No, it's not 1 through 5, just your top 5. It's not 1 through 5, just your top 5.
Okay, good. All right, I got Steve Nash in there. I got Steph. I have AI. I got Magic. And I got Chris Paul.
Ooh,
nice.
Good call.
Guy, way to end it.
That's a good call.
Yeah.
I'm going to put you on the spot again. Your all-time starting five.
All-time starting five. All right, Steve Nash at the 1. Kobe at the 2. LeBron at the 3. He at 3. I'm gonna put. The 4 is tough. I want to go KD number 4 at the 4. Either KD or KG. I'm gonna go with KD though, and then I'm gonna put Shaq at the 5.
Of course, gotta finish with Diesel. Gotta finish with Diesel.
Hey, but he left. He went with the new shooter. He went with Kobe over MJ as shooting guard. I'm not mad.
Yeah, I'm not mad. I'm not mad.
I'm not mad.
So
look,
I
dropped my. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Matt. Go ahead.
You got it. You got it.
So you real cool with Quavo, right? And you dropped the 50 piece the night they had his little thing at the arena. He also gave you an Ice Tray chain. You know what I mean? Okay. Besides Quavo, because I know that's your boy. Artists and songs that you have on repeat right now. What artists or songs you have on repeat right now?
See, I'm a big J. Cole fan. Big J. Cole fan. I'm a big Meek fan. I'm a big Drake fan. But I love Lil Baby's new album.
Everybody does.
Everybody going crazy for that.
Emotionally Scarred is getting played. But those are, I just like listening to certain artists. I ain't gonna lie. Like I'm big into R&B, slow jams, and I like rappers. I like rappers who like tell stories, and so
I'm with you.
That R&B is that biracial in you. I'm the same way.
That's that John B. and that's that John B. in it.
Who's one rapper or rappers you would like to hear your name drop you?
One rapper, if I had to have someone name drop me, that's tough. That's tough. Jay-Z. Jay-Z.
Hove.
He went back to Hove. Hey, we just had Ja Morant on here. He called Jay-Z old school.
What?
I love the. No, I mean, but understand, like y'all boys are young for real. So them dudes are really like. I mean, if you really think about it, it is. But it caught me and Jack off guard. Was like, well, damn, we grew up with Jay, but like that shit is real. The shit is real old school right now. So it's crazy.
It's crazy because I was talking to my dad. the other day, and we were doing comparisons, and I'm like, your school, like, I mean, my dad's age, just like.
How old is your dad? If you don't mind us asking, so we know
he's
how.
Like 43. He's like 43.
Oh, he's the same age as Jack. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's like, like his best player was Michael Jordan on the court, Jay-Z in the music industry, and so for me, it's like LeBron on the court, LeBron on the court, and then you got, I mean.
Drake, you name it. J. Cole, Drake, name it, right.
So I'm saying, like, it's just two different generations. And I feel like this generation, I mean, you see the best players of all time. You talk about Jordan and Bron. And then, I mean, it's like different generation.
Hell yeah. Top 3 handles of all time, and you could throw yourself in that mix if you like. Who's top 3 handles of all time?
Top 3 handles, gotta go with Kyrie's in there. AI's in there, and then the OG Rod Strickland's in there.
Ooh,
Rod Strickland, of course. I'm glad you know about the OG Rod Strickland, man.
I know my history.
I love hearing that.
Hey, did you know that's Kyrie's godfather?
Yeah, I knew that. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Let's
knock some quick hitters out, Matt.
Yeah, quick hitters, man. First thing to come to mind, answer. Go ahead, Jack.
Who should be a guest on All the Smoke? Who do you think? And like we always say, whoever you say, if you had a plug on who you think should be on the show, you got to follow through with that plug. Yeah, you got to follow through with it.
Okay. Who I think should be on All the Smoke? I think Joel Embiid.
Ooh,
that's gonna be nice. That's gonna be nice. He's a character. Yeah.
So if you got that plug us. Plug it. We love to get big fella.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Most underrated player right now.
Most underrated player, Drew Holiday.
Everybody say Drew Holiday.
Facts.
That's crazy.
Everybody say him?
Everybody say him?
Everybody say Drew Holiday.
We've got Drew Holiday the most. We've had some people say C.J. McCollum. We've had some people say Bradley Beal, but Drew Holiday is the constant.
The constant, yeah.
You
at home right now in quarantine. What you binge watching?
A couple shows. Ozark is one.
Of course. We all doing that.
All-American.
Yep.
So those are the two I've watched. I'm a big stand-up comedian person, though.
Me
You
too.
said you're a big
Me too.
You're a big what?
Stand-up comedian.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I like watching Kevin Hart, Mike Epps, all them, Chris Tucker.
Me too.
Yeah, Dave Chappelle's stand-up was good, and then out of the blue, I got to say, like, someone put me on Deion Cole's stand-up. Have you seen Deion Cole's stand-up?
Yep.
That nigga is hilarious. Oh,
man.
It
is hilarious, dog.
Y'all need to watch D-Ray. Y'all need to watch D-Ray Davis's.
D-Ray's stand-up was cold, too. D-Ray's stand-up was funny as a motherfucker, but Deion Cole, check out Deion Cole's if you haven't seen his stand-up. That shit was so funny, bro.
It's real good.
Favorite quarantine snack?
Favorite quarantine snack? Powdered donuts.
Ooh. Jack be eating powdered donuts, but he don't eat them. Jack be lips will be looking like he eating powdered donuts, but he don't even eat the powdered donuts.
Yeah, I know. It's damn backwoods. I know. NBA player that has the most swag.
Ooh. D-Lo. D'Angelo Russell.
D-Lo. A lot of people say him, too. Yeah.
If you can go back, maybe before you're born, maybe just before you got to the league, and sit courtside to watch any two superstars go at it, what would that matchup be?
To watch any two superstars?
Good question.
I would watch that All-Star game when Jordan and Kobe played against each other.
Ooh, was that Kobe's first or second All-Star game?
That was his.
Kobe showed out. Yeah.
That was his first one. They went at it.
First.
That would have been dope.
Nice. What's your favorite retro jersey? What's your favorite retro jersey?
The Raptors with the dinosaur on it.
The Damon Stoudemire times.
Yep,
Vince Carter times. Yeah.
Damon Stoudemire.
One player that you didn't get a chance to play against that's retired that you wish you got a chance to go head up with or against?
Oh.
AI.
Oh,
yep.
That would have been a battle.
Yeah.
That would have been a battle. The boys would have been yanking each other all over the court.
Ice Trae against the answer.
That would have been tough.
That would have been fun.
Hey, man, that's a wrap, man. Trae, we appreciate your time, man. Thank you for jumping on with us. Hopefully, when all this shit calms down, we can have you come in the studio and really fuck with us, man.
Of course. Anytime. Appreciate y'all having me.
Stay safe out there, man. Enjoy that family time. That's a wrap, man. All the smoke. Quarantine edition with our brother Trae Young. Jack, great job. Trae, we appreciate you, bro. You can catch this on Showtime Basketball, YouTube, and all platforms streaming podcasts.
All of them. Ice Trae the game.
There's something about how this place forms a different kind of person.
On my high school team, we had 5 guys make the NBA.
We had the county rocking.
You mentioned Prince George's County. People know what it's about. It's the mecca of basketball.
There are those who come before us, upon whose shoulders we stand.
Being from this area, you have to have tough skin.
The gym became his sanctuary.
PG County guys provide buckets for America.
Prince George packs a lot of power, a lot of character.
It's nothing that you can do to stop that competitive edge.
We're pushing the community and the culture forward. It's just in the water.
this life was all I ever wanted.
I'm not leaving. Not yet.
I was hoping you'd say that.
We gotta hit the streets, make some money.
People like us must destroy people like him. Buckle up.
Get Showtime free at Showtime.com.